Hello everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Greenskin episode for Total War Warhammer. I am the Strategy Professor. This is going to be an online battle. I believe this is going to be episode number 3. So I have been playing a lot of Chaos lately. I still think they're underpowered. Like, I had some pretty good luck with a few episodes, but there's definitely a lot of counterplay to Chaos, and there's not really a ton of viable Chaos strategies. Sorry, my cat wanted to run away there. Alright. There's not a lot of viable strategies, so I just wanted to go back, and I did have a lot of fun playing them. I think that against more serious players that think on a kind of a deep strategic level, that it's pretty easy to counter them, I feel like. So, I mean, all they really have is Forsaken that's really strong, and that's it. I mean, a lot of the other stuff gets outshined by other units. Their knights are pretty good, but the problem is none of their heroes can get potions. Really bad in this meta. Really, really bad. And just a lot of their units just cost too much for what they are. On the flip side, we have the Greenskins here, which I think the Greenskins are the best faction right now. They're very close. I think it's Greenskins or Empire. I like the Greenskins' versatility just a little bit more. They have a lot of things that poison, and that's very important. They don't have flying lords or flying heroes with potions, but they do have spider heroes with potions. They still have a pretty nice charge bonus, decent health pool, and they apply poison. So you get to put this debuff on a lot of people. So they'd be pretty good at attacking other heroes, I think, because they can put poison on them. So this is the army I'm thinking about. We will switch up depending on what we're facing, but I think we just have a nice little ground to air, cheap archers, very, very useful. Watch episode, I think, 4 of my Chaos multiplayer games if you want to understand the importance of having cheap infantry missile units. Doomdivers, best pound for pound missile units in the game, best wizard in the game for only 382 gold. That's absurd. Pots on the Lord and the Goblin people, and just a lot of versatility and utility. Like, their stuff is just it's just good cost for a lot of their stuff. I think the spider should go down to about 1600. I would really like to run a spider, but they're too expensive for what they are. They're just too easy to get sniped out. The same thing with the giant. If they have any sort of artillery or missile units or anything, the giant's just going to get sniped. Now the rock lobber is pretty good as well, but the Doomdiver, just that guided missile, they're just so accurate. And a lot of their cheaper units, like little wolves and things like that, are all very, very strong. I'm just going, this is just my standard build, and we'll see what they do, but I think Black Orcs are very, very strong, especially when combined with Sneaky Stabbing and Itchy Nuisance. So you have to keep in mind, Black Orcs may not look as good as Great Swords on the surface, but they get buffed by the best magic in the game. So it's important to keep that in mind. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get in there. I am coming to like these multiplayer fights. The more I play them, the more I kind of like them. There's a lot of interesting, fun strategies. I like this meta now that it's no longer Lord sniping. It's fun. There are still other tactics that are kind of cheesy and sleazy. Also, see episode 4 of my Chaos campaign. But for the most part, I think that it's pretty good. I think it's pretty balanced for the most part. I like it. Just if you're playing in a meta with lots of potions, poison against lords is one of your best friends. It knocks out all their vigor, it lowers their damage, lowers their hit chance, and you're just going to win a long fight if you have poison on them. At least that's my theory. There you go. Let's see if he actually sticks with Greenskins or if he changes. If he sticks with Greenskins, I might run at least one unit of Biggins. Possibly Savage Biggins. Which means I'll need to get rid of... Okay, he's switching. Okay, so no Biggins, Dwarfs. Beastmen are still very rare. I don't think they're a super great faction, although I think they're okay. I had a pretty good Beastman game for my first one. Okay, this is good against Dwarves. I don't particularly like the archers against dwarves. I'm more interested in getting another Doom Diver. That'll counter their... Dwarves just have a really, really hard time with Doom Divers. Now, did I throw it? I don't think I threw an upgrade on anybody. 272 left. What can I do? I could put Slippery on them. I really want like another unit of spears or something. Man, I could do the non-fanatic type. Let's do the non-fanatic type and get another unit of spears in there just to kind of hold the line. I do like fanatics, but if it's a difference between an extra infantry unit and not, my spears aren't awesome. Obviously, they're not really that great, but they are just something to clog up the lane. They're just really cheap units that can clog up the lane. I don't think Goblin Spears actually get a bonus versus large either, which isn't relevant against Dwarves, but... Oh, dang it. Actually, I did need those archers. Oh, I forgot about Gyrocopters. Because I haven't played the Greenskins in a little bit, and I haven't played against Dwarves in a little bit. Not a lot of people are running Gyrocopters. But if they have Gyrocopters, that's going to be an absolute nightmare. Gosh, that's a big oversight. I should have kept those archers. What did I even get? I don't even remember what I got instead of the archers. Oh, I got one more Doom Diver. That's good if he doesn't have Gyrocopters. If he has Gyrocopters, we're in serious trouble. I think that a lot of Dwarves would expect Greenskins to have archers because they're so cheap and effective that maybe that would dissuade them from using Gyrocopters. That's what I'm hoping for. But I think it was definitely a mistake. I should have kept those Dwarf archers. Two Doom Divers is probably enough. Now, if he runs a lot of like Quarrelers and Thunders and things like that, then the Doom Divers are going to be amazing. But we'll see. I mean, the Doom Divers can snipe Gyrocopters sort of out of the air, but it's going to be a big problem. So let's put these guys up here, I guess. Actually, I want to save them for kind of just flanker units. What we're going to do is spread these guys out. Make these guys our cavalry. Infantry. War boss. I could put the war boss on a flying mount, but I just wanted to kind of save the money. 9 group. I won't put them in there too. Infantry. So we want the infantry in the back here, pretty far in the back, so that if he wants to aim for something, he's going to aim for my Doom Divers, and I'm going to aim for his infantry. That's the name of the game. And this will really pray in here for no Gyrocopters. That's actually probably too far. I need to back up a little bit here. So this should be far enough to hit all of his stuff. And I just want to be spread out because mine are way more accurate than his, probably. Okay, excellent. Our gambit paid off. Oh. Fire. I did that in the wrong thing. Okay, so we want them as group 4. There we go. Alright, what are these? Dwarf warriors, longbeards, warriors, longbeards, slayers. Okay, so he has some slay. Oh no, he does have gyros. Dang it. Okay, we gotta get up there then. Dadgummit. So we're just gonna have to make those things land, basically. So once we fight and kill them, then we can make them land, but this is gonna be rough. This is definitely gonna be rough. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. Get him. So he is using a lot of resources to kill these Doom Divers. Actually, you know, I guess there's an argument for just hanging out if he's just going to hit the Doom Divers. Just get these shots in here. I would really love to knock out these Slayers. Because he doesn't have any other... Of course, while he's busy with these, then he's not shooting in the back, so I guess we can just go ahead and go. Let's get around there and flank him in the back. I want to put those Night Goblins into the Slayers, probably. So now he is going to come up and shoot me in the back. Need to get these over here. Charge in the back. Yeah, Slayers are going for me. Go, get away from him. I need to try to cycle around with these, just kind of shuffle around a little bit, just so that they're not hitting us in the back.
What am I doing? Get out, boys! Come on! Challenge the enemy! Let's do this! Here we go! Smash him! I'm the boss! Shifting it! This is it! Revenge! Yes! Yes! Get going! Kill him good! I am the power! Never kill us! Ready!
Let's take that guy out. Now we should be able to kill him pretty soon, I think. Let's fire into them. Might kill their lord here. He kind of got quagmired into that. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, this is a super hard matchup. The dwarves are very underpowered, and I think that the Greenskins are just like super powerful right now. I'm just basically ignoring all their firing. I mean, it's cool. It's a good strategy. I wish I had goblins to shoot down those gyrocopters, but I'm just able to plow through it, basically. Where's... Oh, this guy's running with almost... he'll rally back. Oh. Let's get over here. Kill them. I need to make sure we run all this stuff down so these gyrocopters have to land. Where are they? Okay, here we go. That was a pretty good game. Yeah, I mean, that's why I should have had archers. I didn't need that extra battalion of whatever I got. I didn't need that extra Doom Diver. I should have just kept the archers. Although that one Doom Diver that stayed up did 105 kills. The other two got killed, but they tied up their gyrocopters for a very long time. This looks very similar to a strategy that I would run with dwarves. I don't like Ungrim because he doesn't have potions though. But yeah, this is like my old school, what I used to run with dwarves earlier in the campaign. Like just 1 Slayer, 4 Brimstone, a couple Longbeards, Dwarf Warriors. I usually only run 1 Runesmith, but I mean, it's a solid composition. It was a pretty decent fight. It's just all my guys are full health at the end. Because I have health potions, and he didn't get anything that had health potions. Now, I only ran 2 wars with health potions, just for the record, if I didn't clarify earlier on. You should run 3 of these guys, called bosses, but I've had a couple of users say that they wish I wouldn't use as many health potions, so I've dialed it back to 2. I'm trying to meet you guys and gals halfway in the middle here. I'm not maxing it out, making the most efficient army possible, but I need at least a couple of them, I think, because it's just so powerful. If you don't get one of these things with potions, you're basically, every one you don't get, I've done kind of the just really quick, like, you know, bar napkin kind of math, although I don't go to bars, I guess that's not a good analogy, but just real quick math. You know, you're spotting them like 1,000 gold or something if you don't get one of these lures and potions. They're just so efficient, because each potion is like half of a health bar. Because, I mean, the red one honestly probably fills up your entire health bar, but you're not going to use it when you're that low because you might flee before you get to use it. So realistically, half of a health bar. So 2 of them together equal one of these guys. And, you know, I mean, I guess they're only valued technically at like 500 gold, but they're so efficient. They're really worth more than that. So these guys are awesome. So you should have 3 of these with double pots with spiders, because that poison helps out a ton. Yeah, and most of their kills went to gyrocopters. So, I mean, these guys almost completely wiped out those slayers before they even had a chance to do anything. These things were holding the line okay, but if you notice what I did with my infantry, I just try to slip them through the cracks and rotate around to the back, because the dwarves aren't really going to punish you for detaching that much. So you can pretty easily, if you have more units, which the Greenskins almost always have more units, you can pretty easily slip through the cracks with some of your melee and rotate around to the back and just get a full surround on them. Just don't let your units be clumped up there. Also, by doing that, I was trying to minimize these gyrocopter kills by rotating my guys around to the other side of them. They still got, obviously, a ton of kills. These were a very, very good investment on his part. Although, I think I like the Steam ones better now. They're less money, and they do area of effect damage. These only do single target, heavy armor piercing damage. But, yeah, I think these goblins tied some people up. I don't remember. I mean, they're like 300 gold. That was just kind of a little bit of extra cash to that. Now, these night goblins with the poison did tie up a battalion of Longbeards, I believe, and maybe normal dwarf warriors for quite a long time, and they got 11 kills out of it. So they got more kills than the Longbeards they were tying up. Oh, maybe not. These Longbeards got 76. Maybe these were the Longbeards that were fighting the goblins, because, you know, goblins have 120 in a unit, so these were probably the ones that were fighting it. But still, that's a 400 gold unit tying up a 650 gold unit for a very long time. The Greenskins are just so efficient, and there's just so many different ways you can play them. Like, they're really a joy to play. They're a lot of fun. They're really strong. They are very strong. Like, they need to increase the cost on some of these things. Like, they probably need to increase the cost or the cooldown on like some of the magic, or buff direct damage magic. That's the thing, is like stat magic got a huge indirect buff because direct damage magic got a huge nerf because of the potions, and it just does almost no damage. If you go and watch my Beastman campaign, when I got Devolve, I cast it on a unit, and if you watch early on, the first time I cast it, I hit like 4 or 5 different units with it, and just watch the damage that it does. It does virtually no damage for what's supposed to be a premier, like, direct damage spell. Like, I heard people say, "Oh, Devolve is so good," but you watch what it actually does in that battle, and it does almost nothing. In my Beastman multiplayer battle, number 1, it does almost nothing. So Black Orcs, always good. You don't want too many. They're on the expensive side, but you definitely want a few. I like everything here. The only thing I would change is I would take out 1 Doom Diver and this Goblin and just put back my 3 Goblin Archers. I think that would have been good, and that would have stopped a lot of this, because 1 Goblin Archer unit can almost take out a Gyrocopter by itself, because there's just 120 Goblins firing all these arrows. Like, they're extremely efficient. So 1 Goblin Archer, It's 375 gold. Can almost neutralize one of these, which I think those are about 1,100 gold each. So, very, very cost effective. So that's the one thing I would change, but everything else looks awesome. I might actually do another one here. I don't know. I've done a ton of these today, but they're just so much fun. Oh, my cat actually did go to sleep over there in the corner. She just is in a different spot. She was like, I'm leaving. You're too loud. And she's like, never mind. I'm too tired. I'm just going to lay on the floor here. So, anyways, thank you very much for watching. This is a pleasure to play. This is really good to, like, get a win in here. I guess I need to go try to do my League of Legends game for the day. But this was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do more Greenskins. I highly recommend playing them. There's a lot of versatility, a lot of power behind them, a lot of different builds can work, a lot of exchangeable parts. Like, I feel like with some of the other factions, there's just not nearly as much versatility. And if you want to win, you know, there's kind of only one or two strategies really that are viable. But it's almost the vast majority of the Greenskin units are viable in different situations. They're, you know, cost to be effective. The only things that aren't are probably the giant spider and the giant, but those might even be good in certain situations against factions that don't have a lot of missile units. Like the giant might actually be pretty good against the undead as long as you can screen the blood knights off of them. So I mean, there might even be a scenario where those are good units. I don't know. I'll definitely want to try them out, but it has to be against the right faction that doesn't have a lot of missile units. But thank you very much for watching this. As always, I truly, sincerely do appreciate your viewership. This is a lot of fun, and I hope you're learning a lot out of it, getting some entertainment out of it. If you enjoyed this, do watch my other multiplayer battles. I have at least one episode for each faction so far, and I'm going to do many more for all the rest of the factions. And also have legendary campaigns going if you're interested in that. We fight good, clean, pure campaigns. That's how I'm branding it, which means there's no auto-resolve abuse, no assassinating lords on the campaign map, no multi-sacking towns, so I don't sit there and sack, you know, the same town over and over again for the first 10 turns to power level. Just no abuse of the system. We just fight nice, good, clean games, and I even get into some trouble in some of those campaigns. I deliberately seek out very difficult fights at times in order to give you a good show, in order to test my strategic limits. And we're in a good position off the campaigns. I think we're on track to eventually win them, but they're just very analytical, nice, slow, good campaigns with good, clean fights. This isn't going to be one of those, you know, 15 episodes, just watch someone auto-resolve their way to victory. It's a nice, good fight. It's going to be going on for quite a while. I mean, you have almost boundless entertainment if you want to start watching those. There's a lot of episodes for each one, and there's going to be a lot more. So it's just really soaking it in, enjoying the game. I never understood why, if a game is really good, fun, challenging, strategic, why people want to rush it, you know? Like, yeah, my campaigns take a bit longer than other campaigns, a lot longer than other campaigns, but why rush it? If it's really good, if it's fun to watch, if it's fun to play, keep doing it, you know? Get your money's worth. This game definitely gives you your money's worth, definitely. And the Beastmen, if you haven't got that yet, absolutely procure that game, or that expansion, or whatever it's called, DLC, is 100% worth the $20. I explain it in episode 1 of the Beastmen, but you get a ton of value for it, absolutely a ton of value compared to, you know, what else you can get for $20 these days. You know, what is that, like maybe 1 1/3 movie tickets, like half of a dinner if you want to go on a date, like 1 month and some change subscription to World of Warcraft, like 1 skin in League of Legends. It's really, really good. The Beastmen are really a ton of fun to play. There's lots of new strategic elements to them, and I haven't even played the little mini campaign yet. I'm just talking about on the normal campaign trail, and you get to use them in multiplayer. They're pretty fun in multiplayer too, so you might get to use them in multiplayer anyways. I don't remember. But anyways, just do it. It's a lot of fun. So, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, watch some more videos. And if you enjoy a bunch of videos, consider leaving some comments. I always love to hear from you. I usually reply back within 24 hours. I always take your input into consideration. I learn lots of things. Like, people tell me all sorts of awesome tips and tricks so that I become a better player. I can answer any questions that you have. Like, if you want to know, hey, why did you do this strategy? Why did you do this instead of this other strategy? I'm happy to answer those as well. You know, also likes, greatly appreciate those. Like, subscribe, telling your friend, even just watching more videos. Anything you can do to help increase the visibility of the channel is just awesome, because I'm still a very small channel, still growing. And I just get comments every day where people are just like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I found your channel. I really love your deep analytical way that you play the game. And I think a lot of people out there would. You know, no one likes to see auto-resolve abuse. No one likes to see people gaming a strategic system. That's not fun. True lovers of strategy game want to play the game within its own system. You want to know how to enjoy the system and win. I mean, yes, some of these exploits are actually in the system technically, but it's not playing the game the way it's designed to be played, I don't think. So anyways, I do watch other campaigns. I don't mean to hate on other campaigns that much. I have lots of streamers that I love to watch for Total War Warhammer. I'm just saying that I offer a different kind of gameplay that I think other people would enjoy if they just knew that I existed. So anything you can do to interact with the channel tells YouTube that I have good content, and then that way people can find it and hopefully get the same kind of joy that I hope you get out of it. So thank you very much. It's always a pleasure broadcasting for you, and have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next episode.